What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? What is up? Welcome to F1 Manager. I just realized it is a sprint weekend here in China. Let's go ahead and take a look at Randeep's analysis of China. It is a sprint weekend here in China, so this will be our first run at a sprint race for sprint points. Lando Norris has won every single race up until this point, and he is leading the Drivers' Championship by a lot. Max Verstappen is 33 points behind. 4 race wins, 4 podiums. 3 of those have been on the fastest lap. So yeah. So let's go ahead. Good morning, Lucas. The race at the Chinese Grand Prix is almost here, so I wanted to make sure that the team is prepared before we leave. This is a balanced circuit, and our car is well suited thanks to our medium speed performance. We are predicting that the best strategy for the circuit will be a 2-stop. Historically, the safety car change here is about 25%, and the average pit time loss is about 20 seconds. Or the safety car, the average pit time loss is 13 seconds. Don't forget, this weekend will feature a sprint race. I've attached some circuit info and weather data below. Looks like we're going to be warm and we're not expecting rain, so be prepared for normal dry weather racing. It's worth checking our race targets before we head out too. So we have yet to get a rain race in F1 Manager. I started my Cadillac F126 driver career, and Australia was rainy. We have yet to have a rain race here, and this is our 5th episode. So yeah, it's a 56 lap circuit. Lap record here is a 132.2. Yeah, is not looking like there is a lot. Ooh, race preview, Chinese Grand Prix. Sandra Maddox, the F1 journalist. We're in quite for a race weekend at the Chinese Grand Prix in just a couple of days. A unique track designed to look like the Chinese symbol for Shang, meaning upwards, featuring some super high G-force corners and one of the longest straights in the calendar. It's set to be an intense race, and don't forget, this Grand Prix features a sprint race too. At the moment, McLaren are leading the pack in the Constructors' Championship by 39 points, with Lando Norris at the top of the Drivers' Championship by 33. Everyone is sure to be keeping a close eye on Lando Norris, who took first place at the last Grand Prix. Even more eyes will be on Max Verstappen, who will be sure to fight with everything to claim that first place spot this time around. One thing's for certain, you won't want to miss it. Yeah, we are flying away with the drivers, and I couldn't be more happy, couldn't be more proud. Also with the constructors, we are flying away. Couldn't be more happy and proud about that. Before we head in, I want to... Yes. So we can get our new chassis on both the cars. Ooh, and we can get our new underfloor on both of the cars as well. Let's get it. Let's go.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and then more of these will be done developing here soon. With us being able to put that chassis and underfloor on this car, let's go ahead and start designing another one. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna put 3 engineers on this guy. It's gonna cost us $1 million to do this. And let's go ahead. Ooh. So let's go ahead and research that front wing. We're gonna put half in we're not gonna put any hours. Actually, we'll put a singular hour into here. We'll put a single engineer on it. 1.8 mil to research that. We're actually gonna start focusing on that as well. So we're gonna put half an hour into that. We're gonna put a single hour because we're running a. Actually, we're gonna put the remaining on here. Yeah. So actually, I wanna. How many? We'll put half of what we have left in here. For this, we're gonna put 1.2. We'll put 6 into the research of this one. So the bottom 2 slots at this point now is going to be used for research. The top 2 is going to be used for designing. So design's going to like kind of fall a little bit. So yeah, it's a good thing I double checked that. Let me double check the components on both the cars. We're both looking good. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into China. We're gonna go with that for Oscar. Lando, I want to go aggressive. I want to keep Lando's pace going. I want to get his run of form going.
We're just getting settled here in Shanghai, ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. A visit to Shanghai International Circuit can only mean it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. This state-of-the-art track combines high G-force corners with one of the longest straights on the calendar. And with space for up to 200,000 spectators, not a minute of action will be missed.
Don't forget, the schedule this weekend sees the drivers take to the track for an all-out sprint race. A good opportunity to clinch some crucial championship points.
Let's get on with the weekend.
Alrighty, so sprint race here today. Ooh, so this episode might take a little bit longer. We're gonna simulate the session. Yeah. So this video
Welcome,
might be a little bit
everyone.
longer.
Qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Okay, that's all that provided. Let's see FP1 results. Max goes quickest. Mercedes had a development driver and go P2. Felipe Drugovich goes 5th. Quickest as a reserve Red Bull driver, reserve Sauber driver. So they had some reserves going in today. We probably should do that ourselves as well pretty soon. Yeah. So for this one, we are reserved to only... Interesting. We're still gonna do our normal qualifying run. We're gonna still do that. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Track should be green.
Go ahead and send them out. As Lando Norris, the current championship leader, goes out.
Ready, check. Yeah, loud and clear.
And we're gonna go ahead and send out Oscar Piastri.
Radio check.
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
And it's about to be... We're about to have some fun here in China. We're still going to do our 2 runs, and then we'll see 5% chance of rain in 3 minutes. I doubt we'll actually see any rain. We'll have to wait and see. And this is that notorious long straight that in the past I have seen some crazy overtakes, especially by the man in the Racing Bulls,
Shouldn't
Danny
be anyone
Rick.
in front that will back you up. Okay, mate.
Shouldn't.
Let's go for it.
Keyword shouldn't. As he starts flying down that straight.
Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. Let's go.
Might have some traffic by the Mercedes as he like scrapes them. Oh my goodness, that Merc. I don't know who that Merc was, but they just got a taste of a McLaren. That was crazy. That was tight. Lando Norris flying around. Let's see what he can do. Again, we are running 2 laps like normal.
Back on block. We see.
I wonder who he thinks he got blocked by. Maybe the Mercedes or the Ferrari. We got a Williams in front of us. Oscar Piastri goes purple sector 1. So we'll see purple sector 2 for Oscar, but again, he's the first car on a flyer. Here he goes down that back straight, approaching that DRS. There was a car just stopped on the track. I'm assuming that was one of the Haas's getting out of the way. Yeah, that's just cars getting out of the way. Green sector 2 for Oscar Piastri. But again, I think he's the second car on a flyer, so take these with kind of a grain of salt as Lando Norris comes across the line. He puts up a 133.7. What is Piastri going to put up as he prepares to come around the final corner and put up his first lap time? He puts up a 133.2, so he does go quicker than Lando by quite a bit. And Tsunoda
Oscar, who's right
goes
behind you.
P2 as Lando gets out of the way. And again, this is just temporary. We're actually going to get a good feel of what the car can produce on the second flyer when we have less fuel in the tank. Hamilton goes quickest. Now it's Sainz.
Watch for Lando.
Bottas goes quicker than Lando, so yeah, he really must have gotten blocked on that flyer. And there should be nobody backing him up here as he prepares to go on another flyer here.
tyres behaving kind of as expected. And track is now clear. Let's go for it.
There should be very little that should
Tyres
disrupt
are reaching the
Lando
upper end
from
of the
getting
temperature
going
window.
here.
Tyre temperatures have been good. And drive straight out, drive straight out. Track will be clear.
Lando currently
go.
P12. Clearly wants to do more. He should have more in the chamber there as he prepares to go flying. He will catch up to the Merc and a Ferrari. Goes green in sector 1, so he has improved. He looks slow around China. Unless that's just me and that's the medium tire, he looks slow.
I think he got it my way. Yep, we see
I
that.
wonder if that's he's complaining about the Mercedes that's in front of him. I wonder if we'll see some penalties here in the sprint qualifying. So I'm sure we're not the only ones doing multiple laps here. Green sector 2 for Lando Norris. We'll see how well that proves. Oscar going yellow sector 1, but green sector 2, so he might be able to find some improvement. It looks like he got bottled up in that hairpin right there. We'll see how this looks for Lando Norris as he gets ready to come across the line. Will he improve? Yes, he does. A 132.6. He improves up to P4. As Piastri comes around that same corner.
Okay.
And Piastri does not
So, Oscar,
improve.
you're
He will remain
P8.
P8, a 133.08. As we'll be boxing this lap, and I'm sure by the time we get into the pits, other drivers will have boxed themselves. Or we'll be coming out for another. By the time we get back, we'll see if we have time to send them out on a single fuel lap flyer. But by the looks of it, we won't. But I feel like we are solidified for SQ2. Yeah, other drivers are going out for a second flyer. Looks like they will be going out on that scrub set. So by the time they get to where we are, they'll be on the same exact... Well, I think everybody is limited to that one medium, so... we might be able to get Lando out in time to do another one. We'll see. I don't know if he'll be able to go quicker on that. He should be able to get out. And there's a yellow flag. Ooh. Oscar spun?
Yellow flags, yellow flags.
Copy.
Oh, Sonoda spun. Interesting. Sonoda spun. The Aston Martin still going out. We'll have to go on that single. Go out. We're gonna do that. Completed. Send out. Reconfigure. We're just gonna go down to that one flyer. And we'll send you out as well. So hopefully they can get around with enough time to be able to do a third flyer. Don't know if we will. Technically not necessary. I feel like we are in a good position, but doesn't hurt. It will not hurt to try to get another one in. See if we can improve, maybe provisional pole for right now. Oscar shouldn't have to pull over for anybody, so he should be able to get around to do it. Oscar is kind of pushing it. I don't know if Oscar's going to be able to do it, but we're going to at least try. We'll at least make it to SQ2. Lando Norris is trying to continue the run of dominance. We are 4 races in. He has won every single one. This is our first race weekend of the calendar, or at least the 2024 calendars, the first race weekend. So we're going to see if Lando Norris can't continue and potentially get a sprint win here. Having to get over for a Sauber. Swerving, trying to generate some tire
There'll be
temperatures.
no one ahead.
They might try to say that we blocked him. Lando Norris will be able to go for a second lap, or for another lap. Piastri probably will not, as Lando Norris will be able to start that. Yeah, we're just going to call Piastri in. He's not going to be able to go around for another. The Sauber completely impeding. As we go visor cam for Lando. That Sauber completely impeded, so don't know. Yeah, that's a yellow sector 1. We'll see if he's going to be able to improve. Green sector 2 for Lando. As he goes down the back straight, the long back straight. Into that braking zone. Can he improve? He will not. He'll remain P5, the 132.6. Unfortunate. Unable to improve. Whoever that Sauber is pretty much impeded what Lando was about to do, but that's fine. Max Verstappen go quickest in SQ1. Eliminated would be Nico Hulkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Joe Granu, and Esteban Ocon. As we head into SQ2, we're going to do the same thing. Same thing. So this one is locked. Interesting. So as we go to SQ2, should be okay. That's green light. Should be all set to go here for SQ2. We're gonna send Oscar out. Let's go ahead. And see what SQ2 is going to have in store. This one we may not have a chance to be able to do 2 flyers and then get the drivers out to do another flyer. So this one might just be the 2, especially SQ3. I do not think we will. SQ3 will be able to have soft tires, so let's go ahead and get this the way we like it. That way we can see the telemetry and see the last lap times. Oscar Piastri will probably have some traffic here as he begins his lap. Hopefully he's quicker than the cars in front. Otherwise he'll be impeded. Whereas Lando Norris will have nothing but clean air.
Okay, Lando, tyres behaving kind of as expected. Track clear. Okay, mate, let's go for it.
Let's go, Lando Norris. Let's get this
Good gap
started.
front.
So Oscar happy to open a lap.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Good first sector. Obviously, it will be purple because he's the first car out. Oh, it immediately goes to green, so that means somebody stole it. I would assume it's probably Max or a Ferrari or a Red Bull or a Merc. Oscar goes green sector 1. Lando purple sector 2. Immediately gets taken away. Oscar is green in sector 2 as well. Obviously everybody's going to be green or purple. So, alright, we're about to see what lap time Lando Norris is able to put up. What is that lap time about to be? It's a 1:32.3 for Lando Norris. What about Oscar Piastri? What is he about to do? Max Verstappen goes a 1:31.8. Piastri comes across the line. 1:32.4, he'll go P4. Let's get it. And by the way, chat and YouTube, there might be a small chance that at some point during the video, my mic will have to be muted. I have an important call that I'll have to take, and so I'll have to take that phone call at some point. But if that happens during the recording of this video, or the stream of this video, I will still continue to manage, and you'll be able to see kind of what I want to do. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
As Lando Norris begins to start his second flyer, he's got DRS open, so here we go. Lando Norris on a second
It's
flyer.
going to be difficult with traffic at the end of the lap. You're good to open the lap.
Looks like everybody is coming into the pit, so Lando Norris is going to have nobody in front of him, but nobody behind him either. So neither will Oscar Piastri. Plenty of track in between. Green sector 1 for Lando Norris. He's looking good on his flyer. Green sector 2 for Oscar 1 for Oscar Piastri. Imagine if we can get Lando to win every single race. I doubt it. I know that at some point he's going to have a bad race. Green sector 2 for Lando. I know at some point he's going to have a bad race. Something's going to happen. We're not going to be able to improve. So I'm expecting that at some point. Just like Oscar had that race where a little bit of contact, damaged front wing, had to pit to replace it as he gets a green sector 2. And he was unable to improve back into the points. We've had to kind of recover his season a little bit. So yeah. And Lando Norris is about to round that final corner. What will he do? A 131.9. He improves one spot to P3 with a purple sector 2. What is Oscar Piastri going to be able to do here? As he comes around for his time. He goes a 132.7 and he improves one spot.
P5. Currently P5.
The Aston Martins are the 2 cars that are currently out on track. We definitely will not have time to be able to get these guys around to do another flyer. So it's just going to be who's going to improve. I highly doubt either of our drivers are going to be improved enough to be able to get knocked out. So we will see how everybody else does. Lance Stroll is the first Aston Martin out. Let's see the sector times here. Is now sector times for everybody else is going to be important. Lance Stroll is currently being eliminated. So let's see if he's able to improve.
Lando pit lane.
Lance Stroll goes green sector 1.
Oscar pit lane.
Let's see what he's able to do. Alonso goes green sector 1. His teammate is currently the one knocking him out. He goes green sector 2. Tsunoda goes green sector 1. Alonso goes green sector 2. So how much is Alonso improving? Checo goes green sector 1, as so does Max Verstappen. And these times will be final. As Lance Stroll, does he improve enough? He does. He goes P8. What about Fernando Alonso? He is now currently being eliminated. Does he have the pace? Let's see. He goes green sector 2. Does he improve? He goes P7. Yuki Tsunoda now looking like he's going to be eliminated. Does he have enough pace in him? He comes across the line. He goes P9. Gasly, he improves, but only up 1. Checo goes. Ooh, Stroll will be eliminated. Russell, he's not improving at all. Alex Albon, is he able to improve out of elimination? No, Daniel Ricciardo is not either. So you're eliminated in SQ2. Stroll, Ricciardo, Bottas, Gasly, and Albon are those eliminated here in SQ2. Checo Perez goes quickest here. Now we're setting the top 10 for the sprint race. Same thing here. We're going to go 2 flyers. Sprint qualifying. Let's get into it. As I'm going to just immediately send out both drivers.
Should be green.
I have to go grab something. So you guys will be able to watch these drivers get it going. So I will be right back, chat.
And track is now clear. Let's go for it.
The temperatures all look fine.
Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. Let's go.
Alrighty, we are back as this lap is looking beautiful. Let's go ahead and see these lap times: a 1:31.5 for Lando Norris and a 1:31.8 for Oscar Piastri. Again, you got to remember that. Ooh, that could have been wild for Lando. Got to remember that we are going on 2 laps of fuel, so we'll get 2 flyers in for this. I don't think many other cars will be doing that because we think outside the box. Don't mind all the rustling. I got food. Verstappen goes quickest, a 131.5. Bro, be zooming. But again, we are doing another flyer, so both drivers will have enough time to be able to go around and do it. We might have just imputed with Lando one of those Mercedes. So we'll see how that works out.
And there'll be no one ahead.
And that was the Mercedes
Okay,
of
mate,
George
let's go for
Russell, who clearly was impeded.
And drive straight out, the track will be clear.
We'll see if that gives Lando Norris a penalty. As Lando Norris begins his flyer. See if he'll be able to improve. He's currently P2. With nobody in threat behind him or in front of him, Oscar goes yellow sector 1. Or Oscar goes green sector 1. Lando goes yellow sector 1. See if he's able to improve in sector 2. He's currently second. Yellow sector 2 for Lando, green sector 2 for Oscar. So Oscar is improving, Lando is not. Wonder if there's some underlying damage that Oscar has. I don't know if there's a way to see that, but just based on how that looks, a 131.6, that's not his quickest. Green in sector 3. Piastri goes a 131.6. Just 10 tenths off. He was yellow in sector 3.
You're currently P4. Last lap was good. Normal fuel save on the in lap.
Copy.
Leclerc will go P2. Leclerc. Russell probably most likely will be starting at the back in P10 because of that lap time that he was impeded by. I would almost be shocked if there wasn't a penalty for Lando.
Careful of Oscar, who's right behind you.
That's going to be irritated if Taco Bell didn't give me any napkins, because I need them. Let's see. So it looks like Oscar will be starting P7, Lando P4. Like we said, it is a sprint weekend. So, not as many points. Both drivers would still be getting points, but you want to be quicker. I'm curious to see if they do give Oscar a penalty, Orlando a penalty for.
We're back, and the action is set to get even
What happened
better
with George?
today as the drivers go racing in the
me.
sprint. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
The big draw today is the opportunity to grab some extra championship points. After all, they could make the difference when the season comes to a close.
Well, it's not too long now until the sprint around Shanghai, where we'll see who comes out on top.
So it is Saturday. We start off the day with the sprint race. And we'll take a look at the sprint starting grid. They did not give Lando a penalty for impeding George Russell. As you can see, his qualifying time was a 1:33.5. That's because on his flyer, around the 180 or whatever it was, 130, Lando was right there and he impeded him. But your starting grid is going to be Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. That's the front row. The second row will be Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris. Fifth will be Lewis Hamilton, Checo Perez. Seventh, Oscar Piastri, and rounding out the sprint points would be Fernando Alonso. The rest of the grid looks like Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, Lance Stroll, Danny Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, Nico Hülkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Joe Grandneau. Starting from the pit lane will be Esteban Ocon. Why are we starting off Oscar on hards? I feel like we should go softs for both drivers. There's not going to be any pits. So, yeah. We're going to go in with 21 laps of fuel, even though the sprint is 19. We're going to go in with 21 laps. Give us extra push. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. Let's go ahead. Let's get started with the sprint race. Actually, I wanted to check something. Can we... Yes. I can do this right off rip. We're going to start both drivers starting aggressive and then deploying in fuel usage right off the line. So that way, I don't manually have to do that. I thought I'd seen a clip of it, of other people doing that, and I did not think that was a thing, so it is a thing, so let's get it. Chinese sprint.
Here we go, the sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out,
And away we go.
Away we go.
Lewis Hamilton getting off a good start, but Lando is right there. Oscar Piastri getting around the outside of Checo Perez. It's going to be pretty wide through a lot of these turns, as it looks like Hamilton has to go off the racing line. Lando's going to get the overtake. Now he's sizing up. Charles Leclerc. Can he do it? Looks like Alonso dropped. Tsunoda is now winning the points for Racing Bulls. As Oscar Piastri overtakes Lewis.
Let's put the final pressure.
Don't fight
Yeah,
your
okay.
teammates. Same thing for Oscar. I just realized I hadn't done this, so let's go ahead, get that done right now.
Just use the chance now.
Yeah.
Yep, and I don't like
Copy.
that allowed
DRS
Oscar to
enabled, DRS.
overtake.
P4. Car ahead is Leclerc.
Gap 0.7.
Car behind is Lando.
Yep.
Lando back through. If we're able to.
Nice.
Good job.
We
We're
are
gonna go ahead,
currently
go
P3.
down to standard for both drivers.
Lando, think about calling the tyres.
Okay.
As Lando Norris is able to overtake Charles Leclerc.
Copy. Lovely stuff.
Piastri is currently P2, chasing down
Well done, Oscar. Really
Carlos
good.
Sainz.
P2.
As he gets DRS on Carlos, he goes left, or goes right, has to go left, around the hairpin. Can he look for the switchback? No, he can't. Oh, but he gets around the corner, around the final corner. Oscar Piastri has
Sweet.
the race lead here.
Good job, Oscar. Good job. Currently
Can
P1.
he break the DRS range of Max Verstappen? He does. We're gonna go ahead and go neutral on that battery. We're gonna let Oscar do his thing. Now let's go ahead and watch Lando Norris to see if he can't make up any pace on the Ferrari and the Red Bull in front of him.
Mega.
Okay, Lando, nice job.
Let's
Go
go.
ahead, it's
Now
Verstappen.
can he go get Max Verstappen? Can he get
Careful with the
Max?
battery.
Copy.
Can he get Max out of the hairpin? And he does. He looks like he does. Max Verstappen gets overtaken by Lando.
Doing a
He
really
has
good
no
job.
battery, so we're gonna have
Oscar is
to
the
go
car
in and tell him to
Gap
utilize that
1.2.
battery, which will allow Max to come back at him.
Can use overtake.
Yeah, confirm.
Now he's got Carlos Sainz right there. Max Verstappen is back within a second of Piastri as well. We'll see if that comes into play at any point. Both drivers know how to race. As it looks like Lando Norris, he's fighting Max Verstappen. That might allow Oscar to get away.
This is really good.
And Lando re-overtakes Max. He's got to get that second gap from him, though. Can he do it? Max is going to have DRS down this back straight. Lando's not going to have any battery. Can Lando defend against Max, who's got DRS open, down into the hairpin?
He didn't give me anywhere to go.
He can't
We saw
not.
that.
He can't not. He can't.
Let's get back in the rhythm now.
It's going to
Behind
be,
his
looks like
sight.
some yo-yoing. But now, Max has cleared Lando, and now Checo Perez, or Carlos Sainz, excuse me, is coming at him. And it looks like we are the only two drivers on the soft compound tire. So it makes sense that we are quicker than everybody else around us. The only issue is that towards the end of the race, everybody else is going to have a little bit more pace than we do. Can Lando catch up to Max while Oscar is just running away with this race? He should have DRS down the back straight. Will he? He does. He does have DRS down the back straight. Max does not. This could set up something in the hairpin, or at least going into the final corner. Into the hairpin. No move made. But he will have DRS. Down the main straight. Can he pull something off here? He goes left, he goes right, tries to go around the outside, but he's not going to be able to do it. Now Carlos Sainz is going to be right there with him. Max is heavily defending.
0.5 behind.
Lando looked for a move. He looked again, but Max is just defending like a madman. He wants to keep this P2. No, the car has an issue. It's not one of ours, so I'm not worried. Kevin Magnussen with mechanical fault. That's not going to affect our race at all, unless it's Max Verstappen. Lando keeping right there with him. He's not letting the Ferrari out of, or the Red Bull out of his sights. He wants that Red Bull. He's going to have DRS down the back straight once again. He should have an easier time making the move. And it is easily done.
Did a very good job.
As Lando overtakes Max, now it's up to him. He's going to have DRS down the main straight. It's up to Lando to be able to defend it. Max Verstappen is closing in. He's closing. He's sizing up an overtake on the inside. He moves back to the outside. But he's going to defend this perfectly against Max around that long corner. Now the question is, can Lando use the speed and the pace of these soft tires to pull away from the medium tire runners? He's 2.5 seconds back from Oscar, so Oscar is looking to run away with the sprint race.
How about the tyres?
Tires are okay.
Max is staying with him. He's 0.2 away. Max is going to have DRS on this back straight. Can Lando defend it?
Verstappen does have DRS.
He goes for the move on the inside. Lando defends. Into their hairpin. It's going to be tight. But Lando's able to defend it. Beautiful defensive moves by Lando. But that means Max is going to be all the closer here on the main straight. Can he defend? Max is going around the outside. We're going to hit that long right-hander. Lando looks like he's just going to have the pace to be able to keep it. But Max is going to have the inside on the left-hander. Oh, they're neck and neck. They're right beside each other. And Lando's going to be able to keep the position. Max is still there, though, but that's going to invite Carlos Sainz in. Will Max eventually have to start defending Carlos Sainz instead of Lando, or instead of trying to fight Lando? We'll see. This sprint is creating for some beautiful racing here between the current champion leader and someone who really desperately wants to take it from him. Carlos Sainz is right on the gearbox of Verstappen. But again, we're going to come down to this back straight where Verstappen's going to have DRS, but so will Carlos Sainz. It's pretty much a three-way battle for P2 at this point. Lando's going to defend right, but Sainz is coming in at the left. He's going to have to try to defend both, and it's not going to happen. Max makes a nasty move. He's going to get the overtake on Lando Norris.
There's no stress here.
That looked like a dirty move by Max, purposely moving left to try to fight off any chance of a switchback. But Lando Norris is going to dive into the right-hander, but he's not going to stick it. Probably a smart move by Lando. He's just going to have to keep the pace like Max had. Could these soft tires be starting to be degrading? That could be a very good thing for the medium runners, including Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. But Lando Norris is sticking right with him. Lando is right there. He's not even appeared to be worried about Carlos. As we're going around to set up the turn into the final, the long straight, we've hit the detection point. Lando is clearly within a second. Let's see what Lando can do here. He's going to have some closing speed. He's going to open up DRS. He's going to make a move onto the inside. Lando Norris is going to make the overtake happen. Can he stick it, though? Yes, he will, and he won't have to do any nasty shenanigans
What you're doing is
like
good.
Max had to do to him.
1.7.
Max is going to be right there. He's going to size up the inside, but he doesn't want to commit. He goes around the outside. He's not going to be able to make up any pace. Carlos Sainz is right back into the picture here. Sainz is patiently biding his time, hoping that he can find a mistake in between one of the two drivers or both and take advantage to get up into P2. This is a true fight for the podium right now between three drivers for second and third at this point. A mistake could ruin the race for either one of all three of these drivers. Is because Lando has had to fight so hard. His engine is overheating, so that's going to cause some extra wear. Our only hope here is that Carlos Sainz really starts fighting Max and he has to focus on that. He's pulled away a little bit. He had half a second, but obviously Max is going to have DRS. There's that closing speed of the Red Bull, but there's Carlos Sainz right there. Max isn't going to have to, Orlando's not going to have to do a whole lot. Does he defend on the inside? Because Max is going to go for that, and he does. So not much worry there on that back straight for Lando Norris. This is a beautiful sprint race. Max looks like he's going to go around on the inside, but he doesn't commit to it, nor does he commit to the outside. Carlos Sainz is right there. He doesn't want to make a mistake that ruins the podium for him, because at this point he has a podium. You just got to hope that Lando makes a mistake. That's what Carlos Sainz is waiting for too, is one of the two drivers in front to make a mistake. Lando is truly having to push this car.
So Verstappen is the car behind.
All the while, with all this fighting, we are maintaining almost a 6-second gap to P5. Carlos Sainz is slowly starting to fall out of the picture here. Max is going to have DRS, but Sainz will still have DRS. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Max. As Max goes to go in on the inside, he does not try to make the move. This is beautiful racing between both of these drivers, honestly. Sainz is just waiting for a mistake to happen. He is just sitting there waiting. Max looked like he wanted to go on the inside, but he doesn't commit. It's been an issue for Max right so far this race. He hasn't decided to commit on any of these. And because of that, he probably had overtakes, but he's just not taking them. Lando doing a beautiful job of holding Max.
Let's get back in the rhythm.
This is very entertaining racing. Very entertaining race. As we enter the final corners before that long straight. What's going to happen here? Max is 2/10 off, 3/10 off, 4/10. He gets it up to 5, maybe 6. No, he won't get it up to 6, but he's still 5/10 ahead. Carlos Sainz is pretty much on the gearbox of Verstappen. Verstappen looks like he's going on the inside. He commits this time.
Like, that would have been a crash if I didn't avoid him there.
Yeah, we
I
saw
don't
that.
know what Piastri's talking about. That should be Lando Norris saying that.
Keep concentration high.
Car behind you is Sainz.
Is now Max is within DRS range of Lando Norris or of Oscar Piastri. So now Oscar Piastri might be in danger of losing his sprint win. Are these soft tires starting to fall off here for the
0.6
McLarens?
behind. Keep what you're doing.
Yes, because Max is able to pull away. We're gonna have
Use
to
the
start
overtake
using
button.
overtake for both of these drivers, because Max finally gets around Lando and he's pulling away. So now we got to focus on Oscar trying to keep Max Verstappen at bay.
How's this tyre?
It's still okay.
This is about to get juicy here, because not only is Lando fighting to stay on the podium, Oscar is fighting to keep his race alive. Lando
Has DRS.
goes within a second, but he will not get DRS. He didn't get DRS within the vantage point. But now Lando's right back in the picture. He should have DRS going down to the coming through the final straight, or the start-finish straight. Will he have it? I think he will. This is going to become very interesting. Now it is technically a four-way battle, not only for the podium, for the race win.
Copy.
How is this going to play out? Piastri arguably has the easier job here. He's just got to defend. Lando has to try to attack and defend. So does Max. Carlos technically has a slightly easier job. He's just biding his time, but at some point he's going to have to try to make a move. If Lando can put enough pressure on Max, he might be able to get him to stop focusing on Oscar, and Oscar can try to pull away again. Oh, as Lando! I wasn't expecting that. Lando goes for an overtake on Max.
Careful with the battery.
Yep.
Lando goes for an overtake on Max. Yep. That's crucial. Because now Max is a little bit further behind. He's got to worry about Lando now.
Get back in the rhythm.
We're going to have to do some ERS management here. Oh, as Max is looking for an around the outside overtake. And he's going to easily get it. He's going to fly by Lando. Or he's going to fly by Oscar, excuse me.
There are opportunities ahead. Car behind is Lando.
Max might be able to get the sprint win. We might be starting to get to the point where the medium tire is the better tire, would have been the better race tire to go on. Now it's just Oscar and Max. Oscar is still within DRS range. We're gonna play
recharge on.
Copy.
We're gonna play some ERS management here.
Copy.
For Oscar. We're gonna try to get him this race win. He's using deploy. He's using overtake down the back straight. He's got DRS on Max. Max defends, but he's not going to defend it hard enough. And into the hairpin, he gives Max the squeeze.
Yep. Recharge off. Copy.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Piastri overtakes for the sprint win. And as we go into that long here, we're going to go ahead, go harvest.
Yep.
Harvest into here. And go neutral.
Recharge off, recharge off. Copy.
I'm going to go neutral. This is getting juicy.
4 laps to go. P1. Verstappen now the car behind.
This is juicy. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting here. Oof. You should have been managing.
Okay.
Oh, Lando gets the overtake on Max!
Mega.
And they're doing a very good job here. Oscar is the car ahead.
Well, let's see what takes place here. As Lando is able to get a second ahead. Oh, Sainz and Max are fighting. That's perfect for Oscar and Lando. This is perfect.
He has DRS.
Absolute cinema with 3 laps remaining. Sainz overtakes Max. I was starting to think that the soft tires was a bad idea. But these drivers have been able to maintain and stick with it. This is insane. This sprint has been wild. And this is only the sprint. This isn't even the full feature race. And we're gonna tell each other, don't fight your teammate. I kind of want to see some crazy racing here. This is cinema. As Lando overtakes into the hairpin.
Yeah.
He overtakes Oscar for the race lead with 3 laps remaining. And Lando just screams away from Oscar. As Sainz and Verstappen are still fighting.
2 laps to go.
With 2 laps remaining here in the sprint race. It's wild scenes here in China. Wild scenes here in just the sprint race. Lando with a mega pace.
The car behind
He
you now
must have
is
found a
Verstappen.
second win in these Warren Softs
Still plenty of
because he's
opportunities.
flying right now. I was not even thinking that, like, yeah, I wanted to see some racing and see some fighting between the two, but I did not actually think that Lando was going to overtake Oscar and fly like he is. I thought it would stay like it has been. This is insane. Lando's nearly 2 seconds in front now. He has nothing to worry about. Whereas Oscar has everything to worry about. He's got Verstappen on his tail, who has Sainz on his tail, which means he's fighting to stay on the podium. Not just on the first or second step, he's fighting to stay there.
Sargent off track.
Is Logan Sargent's off track,
Yellow
but that's not
flags
going to have
ahead.
anything to do with us.
Go for it.
Oscar's going to have to use the
Use
foil as
overtake.
Max goes to
Yep.
the... Ooh! Max goes to defend against Sainz. It's going to be 2 wide. I thought it was about to be 3 wide as Max is going to overtake Oscar.
Tyres look good.
Plenty to play for. Car behind is Sainz.
He's going to have DRS. We've entered the final lap.
Use overtake.
Go all
Okay.
out. Go all out, everybody. Go all out.
Okay, maximum pace.
Well,
Time to push on
maximum
these
pace.
tyres.
I want to try to get this the
Overtake
sprint
is
1-2.
available.
We got to try to get the sprint 1-2. Use what you can with this tire. Go fight. Go for this. We don't want the bottom step of the podium. We want to be right next to our teammate.
Behind you is Sainz.
As Oscar! What an
I think there's still
overtake!
opportunities here.
What an overtake by Oscar!
Nice.
I
done.
expected the back
We are
straight for a
P2.
chance at that.
So
I
ahead
did
of you
not
is
expect it to be
Lando.
right where he did that. It's still a 3-way fight right now. Lando's gonna win this. Lando has yet to lose a race. I thought he
Pack
was
is low.
rinsed and done for the sprint. As the Ferrari and the Red Bull come screaming at him. Is anybody gonna try to go down the inside? Max is. Can Oscar defend it? He does. But Sainz is right there. Can Sainz rob Verstappen of the podium? He might! Can he get the overtake done? Sainz does!
You've done it, mate. You've done it.
And Sainz robs Verstappen
Thank you,
of the
guys.
podium on the final
Nice job
corner.
when you get back to Parc Fermé. Remember, pause for 5 seconds. Kill it.
As it is
pause
a
for another 5,
McLaren
turns it off.
1-2 in the sprint.
And well done, Lando. You really deserve that win.
What wild racing in this sprint race. Absolute
What an
cinema.
outcome. They
That
can go into the
entire race,
full
that
of
was not
confidence
easy
now.
for any of those 4 drivers. It seemed like at any moment a mistake could be had,
buddy, that's the
and one of
checkered
those
flag.
drivers would be out. Wild
Great job.
scenes here in China.
Great job, everybody.
Wild
Thanks, everyone.
scenes.
Yeah,
Sainz takes the podium from Max Verstappen. Verstappen
Stop
gets
car, Oscar.
robbed.
Engine off,
Leclerc
wait
was
5
nowhere to
seconds.
be found. He's P5. Checo Perez right behind him in P6. Hamilton P7. Russell, who started P10, able to claw his way back into sprint points. Tsunoda P9. Stroll P10. Alonso P11. Ricardo 12. Albon 13. Bottas 14. Hulkenberg 15. Gasly will come across in 16. Colapinto will come across in 17. Logan Sargent will come across in 18. Joe Granu right behind him in 19. And Kevin Magnussen, fighting mechanical issues the entire sprint, will come across in last. What a race. What a sprint. And this is just the sprint. We still got a full feature race. We got qualifying in a full feature race.
And the winner of today's sprint, Lando Norris.
And what a well-deserved P1 finish that was. Absolutely outstanding.
Well deserved by Lando. And that is some good points to extend our championship hopes.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
The Shanghai International Circuit is notoriously tough on tyres, so expect to see that factor into the team strategies as they deal with this busy schedule.
Charles Leclerc has been a talking point for many of late. Karun, how do you think he's doing so far?
They set a great lap in practice, so you can only imagine how good they're feeling going into qualifying. But the big question is, will they be able to keep this performance up?
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
And so far the Chinese race weekend has been absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Sainz stealing the podium from Max on the final corner was just insane to me. That was just insane. I'm at a loss for words right now. How insane that actually was. We should be able to do how we normally do qualifying here in China. Yeah. Insane. Few hours later though, we go into Q1 for the main event, the main
Okay, Oscar.
feature
So the
race.
track will go green now.
Wow.
You can bring the tyre in.
Yeah, confirm.
Warm the tyres where you can.
Copy.
Beautiful. I'm still mesmerized by that sprint. And how well that went. Now I'll be able to actually eat my Taco Bell. Or eat the rest of it. blowing this thing up with hot sauce. I got the. If you ever go to Taco Bell, try out their fajita nacho fry thing. It is so delicious. Load that thing up with mild.
Let's go for it.
Good gap in front.
So
Oscar, happy to open a lap.
I'm just loading every single hot sauce they gave me in here.
Copy.
And as for a guy who's trying to expand his heat palette too, forgot to have this up for us. Because I've noticed that some of these hot sauces are fire, so that's probably gonna burn my mouth and the toilet later, but I don't really care as much as I probably should. So you put all your hot sauces in, and that's a 132.24 for Lando and a 132.056 for Oscar. So Oscar was flying. So was Checo, but again, drivers are doing multiple laps, so I don't really expect these laps to be 100% representative to what the car's actual pace is. So.
Tyres behaving kind of as expected. Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Sargent's locking up quite a bit.
Okay, mate, let's go for it.
Copy. Temperature's okay.
Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. And you're a good
Let's
boy.
go ahead. Second flyer for both drivers. Purple second for Lando. Green, yellow and green for Oscar. Let's see how good Lando's able to go. A 131.7. Only P2.
Cool the car.
Oscar, a 132.042.
That is P3, your P3. And Oscar, that's a nice
No
lap.
driver's able to improve. Well, maybe not Oscar, but none into P1. Go ahead, bring it in. Wait and see how other drivers do. $140.34.3 for Sargent. Sainz a 132.8, Albon a 134.4. Bottas a 133.2.
Watch for Lando.
Lando pit lane.
Switch on pit lane speed limiter.
And just stop on the marks, please.
Russell 132.3.
Oh, pit lane.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter. And we're stopping on the marks.
Now we're just gonna chill. Watch these times come in. Verstappen coming across the line. He'll go on a flyer. Alonso 132.5. He'll go P6. Let's take a look at Max Verstappen. Gasly will go 133.4. I didn't notice Leclerc went a 131.8. He'll split the McLarens. Hamilton goes and go 132.02. I don't think we'll need to do another lap. I think we'll be fine. Looking like a good lap for Max. We'll see how he's able to do. A 131.2. He'll go P1. What a lap by Max. Magnussen's on a flyer. Here you go, P11. Joe's on a flyer. He's looking like he's about to get eliminated. Here you go, P17. Sonoda on a flyer. He's currently running P9. Get banned with your AI bots. Anyways, Sonoda on a flyer. And will he be able to improve? He goes up to P7. Sargent, we'll be able to watch him in the Williams. Yeah. Wait, I gotta wait for the call. Yeah, I definitely do not think we'll need to go out, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's just see who's going to get eliminated and who isn't. Currently, the guy we're looking at, Logan Sargent, is a threat to be eliminated. 5% chance of some rain in 2 minutes. Highly doubt we'll actually see that. And is Sargent able to improve? Yes, he is. He's able to go up into P12. Car on a flyer is Stroll. Stroll is currently P15. He's in threat of being eliminated. Is he able to improve? Yes, he is. Gasly starting his flyer. Ocon coming across. Is he able to improve? Yes. But now he's in threat of being eliminated. Alex Albon. Will he improve? No. He will not. Hulkenberg is the next car that's going to be coming over the line. He's P14. He's still in threat to be eliminated, I'd say. Will he improve his time? Oh no, he's about to start his flyer. So we'll go over here and look at Gasly. I don't know why he's saying he's on a flyer when he's not on a flyer. Gasly is in the drop zone as we speak. Several cars coming out now. A lot of the top cars are not. Verstappen's going out again. Very interesting that he would. Doesn't need to. Hulkenberg has an issue. And the session's been red flagged. As Hulkenberg is out. Hulkenberg goes out and they just end the session. So that means Valtteri Bottas, Alex Albon, Pierre Gasly, Danny Ricciardo, and Joe Granu will not be moving on to Q2 as Hulkenberg had an issue, caused the red flag. That is very, very unfortunate for Nico Hulkenberg. As we go into Q2, we're going to go ahead and send out Lando.
Track should
Go
be
ahead
good.
and send out Oscar. I have to use the bathroom, so that's why I'm sending them both out right now. We're going to get everything set up, and I'll be right back. We are also, chat, if you remember earlier, I mentioned that I would have to take a very important phone call. We are about 10 minutes away from entering
can
that
bring the
window
tyre in.
from that
Comfort.
phone call starting. I have
We
a
want to
2-hour
generate some
window when
temperature
that
with this
phone call is
Alba.
supposed to take place.
Yep.
So there could be a chance where I don't have to do it during this session, and there's also a good chance that I will. So if my mic goes mute, and I'll also say something before I pick up the phone, just know that I'm taking a very important phone call. I'm still going to be managing to the best of my ability. But with that being said, everything is all set up. They're both on their 2-lap flyers. I'm going to go run to the bathroom.
And track is now clear.
Let's go for it.
And drive straight out, drive straight out. Track will be clear.
Let's go.
Okay, Lando, tyres behaving kind of as expected. And there'll be no one ahead.
Okay, mate, let's go for it.
Temperatures are good. Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. Let's go.
And we are boxes lap.
Contact.
Okay, that's P5. P5 with that lap.
Alrighty, I am back. I apologize. I was able to come back and watch that flyer that Lando put up. I'm very happy about that. Excuse me. If anybody has to go on a second flyer, it'll probably be Oscar. But we will have to see. Because Perez P14 does not seem right. So, yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Lando Pilling.
So,
And just remind you,
I mean, even then, if he does improve, I
Stop
don't
in front of the
see him
garage.
improving enough to
Oscar pit lane.
require
So pit lane speed limiter. Stop in front of our garage.
a second flyer. So. Hulkenberg in the pits. Nobody is. Alonso supposedly is on an in lap. Tsunoda supposedly on an it lap. Hamilton just went out on an out lap. Hulkenberg's has not set a time yet, but because of what happened last session, does not shock me that he is. So yeah. Let's see. Perez. I want to see Perez come out and do another lap, because if Checo gets knocked out in Q2, that's going to be insane. That's going to be a wild story. That is going to be a wild story. But we shall see. As we get ready to... Oh, Checo is going out again. So we should be able to see him do another lap. The Cadillac career is still being processed. Wild. I started uploading before FP2 started. So I'm shocked that that still hasn't gone up yet. So this video probably is going to go up late today. These are all recorded pretty much same day. These are all recorded and stuff same day, so... Did you just get a text about my appointment call? That it says it'll be calling shortly, so anytime between now and 4 p.m. I will be getting that call that I mentioned a while ago as Lewis Hamilton comes across. Doesn't look like he's able to improve. I want to pay attention to Perez, but like I said, anytime between in the next 2 hours I will be getting a call that I will have to take. I'm actually hoping that it doesn't happen during this. But if it does, like I said, I'll go mute. I'll mention something to you guys. I'll be like, hey, my mic's going to be muted for a while. Got to take my call. And, so yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't happen during the stream. But again, very well could happen. This is already going to be a longer episode because it is a sprint race. A sprint race weekend. I got to note myself in mind that sprint weekends are going to be a lot longer of an episode than normal, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, see what Checo is able to do. He is on the verge of being eliminated, and he won't. He'll go be... I thought I had plugged in my headset? I did not. I plugged in my phone. Like an idiot. Because my headset's about to die. So, Russell could be on the verge of getting eliminated, and he obviously does not want to do that. That would be quite the story. And that phone call is coming, so I will mute my mic.
Okay, so that's a green light.
Currently yellow flags.
Yeah, copy.
Track clear. Let's go for it.
Good gap in front.
So Oscar happy to open a lap.
Tyres look good. Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Okay, mate, let's go for it.
Tyre temperatures are in a good window, well done.
And drive straight out, track will be clear.
And you're good to open the lap. That's P2. Currently P1.
Landing
Switch on pit lane speed limiter.
And we're box this lap, stop in front of the garage.
Alrighty, chat, we back. I was able to pay attention to these laps, and these laps are killer. I'm actually very proud of these laps. A 131.2, and then Oscar is a 131.2. That would be, yeah, that's 132.06, a 131.2. Like 132.06, like very, very proud of that. Nobody's going purple, which makes me happy. Nobody has gone purple. Leclerc is coming across the line with a 131.9. He's not gonna do it. Verstappen a 131.3. We might be able to get a front row lockout for McLaren here. Hamilton unable to do it. Stroll would be the last car across. Next car across, then it would be Checo. Stroll unable to do it. Checo's unable to do it. I guess Stroll's still on a lap. Tsunoda is the next one. And it looks like Sainz, yep. Stroll is the next, Tsunoda's the next one. I don't think Tsunoda would be the one to dethrone us, but we'll see. Tsunoda, what is he able to do? He's currently P9. He goes P7. Sainz is the next one. Then it looks like it would be Leclerc. As of right now, we have a front row lockout for McLaren. As Sainz crosses the line, he goes P1. He takes the pole position from Lando. No, he takes the pole position from Lando. The last flyer is Stroll. Oh, I thought we could get it. I thought we were going to get the front row lockout. But alas, Carlos Sainz takes it from us. He robs us. As Lance Stroll is going to be the last car to come across the line. Curse you, Carlos. And Lance Stroll goes P8. Leclerc is going to be starting at the back of the points, which is crazy. So Sainz, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, Checo, Tsunoda, Stroll, Alonso, and Leclerc will be your top 10. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. We get robbed of our front row lockout, but what beauty this race should be.
The 56 laps of the Shanghai International Circuit await our drivers here in China.
Shanghai has seen its fair share of clashes over the years, one of which happened even before the 2005 race had begun, when Michael Schumacher collided with Christian Albers on the way to the grid, sending Albers into the air.
Shanghai International Circuit is a complicated low-speed track that demands high downforce. The series of rapid turns from 1 to 4 demands high grip, but the more the drivers warm their tyres, the more degradation they'll have to deal with. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Alrighty, let's take a look at the starting grid for this race. Starting on pole position, the man that robbed us, Carlos Sainz, will start on pole position. Oscar Piastri second, Lando Norris third, Max Verstappen in fourth, Lewis Hamilton fifth, Checo Perez in 6, Yuki Tsunoda in 7, Lance Stroll in 8, Fernando Alonso in 9, Charles Leclerc in 10, George Russell in 11, Kevin Magnussen in 12, Logan Sargent in 13, Esteban Ocon 14, Valtteri Bottas in 15, Alex Albon in 16, Pierre Gasly 17, Danny Ricciardo in 18, Joe Granu in 19, and Nico Hulkenberg will be starting from the pit lane. Let's take a look at the strategies. They're wanting a 2-stop for Oscar and a 1-stop for Lando. Soft, medium, medium for Oscar, medium, hard for Lando. Let's go ahead. It's 56 laps. We're going to go in with 60. We're going to go in with a little bit more fuel than we did in the sprint race, but that's because I want to be able to push the entirety of the race. We're going to go ahead, deploy, use massive pace off the line. One, let's go ahead and get these tires into temp. And then we will cool it off the rest of the race. Very excited and very curious to see how this goes. Let's get it.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. You and I won't be the only ones keeping an eye on Oscar Piastri, Karun.
A second place start for them today. They'll be aiming for a podium, but could they even sneak the win?
This should certainly be a good one, folks. It's almost time for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
Away we go. That was a wild camera start. As Lando Norris gets beaten by Verstappen off the line, but Oscar Piastri maintains P2. Oh, Norris going around the outside of Verstappen will regain his P3 start. So let's see how we go. Overtake aggression on high. Always defend.
It's time to
Do
try
not
and start
fight your
overtaking cars in front.
teammate.
Confirm.
Same thing. Overtake aggression on high. Always defend. Do not fight your teammate.
Oscar, we're hold positions now.
So let's get it going here as Oscar Piastri looking for an overtake on Carlos Sainz, the man that robbed them from his first pole position of the season, and he's going to cleanly get it.
Sweet.
Actually, you know what?
Currently
I'm
P1.
tired of that as we watch Lando Norris overtake Carlos Sainz. I want racing. We're no team orders. I don't want to be the guy that does team orders.
Okay, mate, good job.
Tires are in temp, so let's go ahead and go conserve as we watch
Okay,
the
keep
two
looking after the
McLaren
tire.
scrap right now. Lando's going to be on the inside line.
Just be careful with this tyre.
He's gonna get it. Lando Norris takes the lead of the race as we get out of the first lap here in Shanghai. DRS will be activated, and we'll go ahead go neutral
Oscar's
battery
now the
for
car
both
behind
drivers as well. We got a lot of extra fuel in the car. We got yellow flags already. A driver has locked up, they say.
Copy.
Alonso has developed a
Alonso's
mechanical
struggling a
fault.
little
He is in P9 currently. If he DNFs, that could be a potential safety car. We'll see. Lando Norris just clearly the better driver in this McLaren, as it seems that nobody's going to be on pace with anybody here, with us here. And I'm loving that. I love having extra fuel, being able to push the entirety of the race. and not have to worry about fuel management. It's so much easier. It makes for so much of a better experience. Piastri's going to have DRS. Lando defends right. Piastri will go left. Piastri easily around the outside of Lando Norris. He will take the lead of the race. I kind of want to eliminate team orders for the rest of the season. There will be no team orders of not fighting each other. What goes, goes. As Verstappen takes the fastest lap of the race. I want there to be just pure racing. And in terms of tires, Lando is the only one in the top 11 running the medium. Everybody else is starting off on the soft tire. So Lando will probably have an advantage towards the end of this soft tire stint. Oscar is pitting on lap 18. So by then, Lando should have a clear advantage on tires. Again, these cars might be a little bit slower because they do have 6.5 laps of extra fuel. But again, I love running extra fuel. It makes doing fuel management a lot easier. I don't have less to worry about on my plate. As we continue this race. Lando thinking about an overtake on Oscar, but he's not going to get an opportunity to take it. If you want the win, you got to earn it. That's the mentality we're doing for the rest of the season. So if Oscar ends up winning this race, he ends up winning. If Lando wins it, Lando wins it. Verstappen again puts in another fastest lap as Lando launches himself around the outside of Oscar into the 180, almost the 360. I think it's like the 250 or something like that. I don't know. What a launch around the outside for Lando. And Lando might start running away with this here. I want to make sure no one is supposed to be on a higher pace than the other. Lando is just driving. Max is still there, so there's still potential. What I just realized and what I think is kind of funny, in this we're doing China. Tomorrow's episode of Cadillac Driver Career is going to be in China. So you guys are going to have back-to-back videos on the channel in China. Speaking of which, is the first one finally uploaded? I checked it a while ago and it was still processing, so I don't know if it's been uploaded yet. No, it is still processing. Interesting. It is still processing, so there's no video out yet for the Cadillac Career. Very interesting. Very wet. As I'd never noticed this, Oscar retook the lead of the race. I didn't recall seeing this happen. But, of course, I looked down. And I'm loving this. Someone's gonna take advantage and run away. And I'm curious to see who it is. And hopefully it's one of us and not Max Verstappen, who's right there. Checo Perez is 2 seconds behind him too. Alonso's still dealing with that mechanical fault, so he might end up slowing some people down. Tire strategy update. Stellar telling Oscar he needs to manage his tires, so I don't know what that's going to entail, as they are too wide going into the hairpin. Lando Norris is going to regain the lead. Are we just going to have drivers swapping all over the place? As Lando Norris takes away that fastest lap, and you got to remember, fastest lap
is the fastest
equals
lap.
a point in this realm of F1.
Yeah, all good.
So drivers need to keep, they need to be reminded of that. Like Max is just eager because they see the two McLarens fighting. No team orders to let
Overtaking is
each other
very,
pass.
very
This is
still
just going to be
opportunities there.
raw racing. And that is something I love. Because thinking about it, I don't want to be the team principal that has team orders. I want my drivers to race. I want it to be who's better than who can manage the car better. I'll tell you what modes you need to be in, but other than that, you manage how you drive. As Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris go back at it. They were both wide going into that last hairpin, but Piastri's gonna take it. Lando Norris is
Lando
right
will
there.
get DRS this lap.
Yeah.
Lando Norris around the outside, but Oscar Piastri's right there. This is a fight and a half. Lando's gonna have the inside, and it's gonna go to Lando. If you have that outside line going around that wide 180 or 360, you're not at a disadvantage because you will have the opportunity to take that overtake back on the very next corner, as they kind of scrapped into that corner a little bit too. Max is just biding his time, waiting for something to happen.
Okay, we
Both
don't want to lose
cars,
too much time.
engines are overheating. So let's drive in some clean air.
And Oscar, call the PU where you can.
Copy.
Driving clean air for both teammates. That way they can both cool the car down a little bit. This is about to get very interesting and very tight. Max almost looked like he was gonna try to overtake.
It has DRS.
Very curious to see how this goes.
Lando, from our side, the tyres look good.
We're gonna have to go into balance to try to cool off this engine a little bit
Big
more.
lift. Lift off end of straight.
Copy. Copy, copy.
Yeah, let's just cool down this engine a little bit if we can. Bottas has developed an issue that doesn't affect our race. Beautiful, beautiful,
Deep
beautiful.
breath. You're going to be okay.
Let's go. Good racing so far. I'm loving it. I think we're entering to the point where this is the point where in the sprint race, the soft tire started to fall off. We started to lose pace with it. And the engine for Norris is cooling down, but that's because he's driving in clean air. Whereas Oscar still has Lando in front of him. Well, his engine isn't cooling as much as it could be.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, Lando's car has cooled off. So we'll go ahead. We'll have him push a little bit more.
Here's DRS.
Yep. Copy.
Same with Oscar's
to
when
do
Oscar's
left,
car
Michael.
cools off.
Copy.
Ooh, Lando wanted to go for the overtake on Oscar, but Max was right there sniffing it out. Now he's fighting with Max. Max is off the track. That for sure has to be an illegal overtake. As Max pretty much, yeah, gives that position right back. That looked illegal.
Mega.
Norris's
doing a good
engine
job.
is running a little
Oscar's
bit
the
hot.
car ahead.
Okay, Lando, we suggest a little bit more Lyco.
Excuse me. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's start deploying this battery.
The overtake
Let's
available.
get it down a little bit.
Use overtake.
Lando has DRS.
Almost a bad collision into that turn, but Lando Norris gets the overtake done.
Doing a good job so far. How are the tyres?
Tyres are staying
Both
quite
McLarens. We're pulling away from Max Verstappen.
Yeah, all good.
P1.
Car behind is Lando.
Both drivers
0.4.
want this. They both want this so bad. I'm loving every second of it. Yellow flags. It's like Sargent and
There is
Ocon.
debris down the main straight.
Ooh, red flag, red flag! Sargent and Ocon were
That's a red
scrapping.
flag. That means no overtaking.
Oh, let's see what happened. Ooh, they were fighting. Ooh.
There's a car off 2-1.
Logan Sargent might be out of the race. Williams hoping that they might have had a chance at points. But red flag, Logan Sargent is out. Now the question is, I think we do this. Actually, no. I say we go to this last 50 laps. We are on lap 12, so this will go to lap. Hards can go to the end. Definitely. We're gonna do the same for Oscar. We're gonna go to hards. Can I see what other drivers are doing?
After a pause in this race, we are all set.
We're
And
going to
ready
hards.
once more. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Push, 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 push.
Oscar, you can reduce
Get these
the
tires
slightly.
up to temp as well. We're not the only ones thinking hards.
Stay close.
We're not the only ones thinking hards here.
Check the car, big hit.
Lando
Check it down.
has some damage.
Potentially we have some floor damage.
Minor floor damage to the underfloor. Oh, Perez! Perez is off! VSC, VSC, VSC! Conserve, conserve.
There's been a
Arvis.
crash.
Arvis. Perez crashed on turn 7. What happened? He's on the hard as well. Oh, he just went off.
No, I cannot believe this.
Ooh, Perez! Checo!
And clearly
He might
then,
be
not
out.
what
That
everyone
might be
in
a
the
Red
garage would
Bull
have
out
wanted to see.
immediately after the safety car. That's a Red Bull out. That's a VSC.
Pack is high.
Copy.
Confirm.
No need to push the tyres.
Yeah, confirm.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Copy.
Okay, there's a car in the barriers.
Drivers are okay, but there's a lot of debris on the circuit. Go very slowly, take care.
Watch for debris.
As the VSC is ending.
Currently P1. Verstappen now the car behind.
Oh, is this a
1.1,
VSC or is it a full
1.1?
safety? It's a VSC. So it's going to make the race last a little bit longer. So we're going to be a lot heavier now because we're conserving way more fuel than we need to be. But we're going to push Lando immediately. Oh, and maybe he can catch Max Max napping. So waiting on the VSC to end. This race has gotten interesting. Sargent is out because of a collision. Perez is out because he just tried to push it too hard and he sent himself into the barrier. Once your safety car ends.
VSC
Go.
ending.
Go. Go.
Press over the brake button. Go for
DRS enabled.
And we are green go, we are racing again.
Overtake available.
Yep.
Max is still on a soft. He's on a new soft. But as you can see, he's already 4% more worn than we are on the hard. I guarantee you we have 10 times more fuel than everybody else around. We have almost 10 extra laps of fuel. All we have to do is stick with them. Max thinks about it, but he gets told no. This is going to be interesting. Max or Lando's on the gearbox box of Verstappen. Piastri is zooming right now on these hards. Let's see what happens here. Everybody's gonna have DRS on each other for the most part. Tire is... Sainz is also running us off. So everybody else is running us
You got
soft.
fastest lap.
As Piastri gets fastest lap on a hard. So yeah, Piastri has pace. Piastri is zooming. Looks like he's using a lot more battery than Lando is. But that battery pack has yet to hit 0, so we'll keep them on deploy for now. He's also yet to pull out a second of the car of Max, so that's the one way we will do that, is if he's able to pull out that second. But he's not able to. And that battery pack is low. 0.
Copy.
So we'll put him in neutral. Allow him to build up some of that battery back as Max sees that.
Yeah, okay.
And then, wow.
There are
Okay.
opportunities ahead.
So Lando is now the car behind.
Careful with the battery.
Yep, all good.
Verstappen takes fastest lap. We got to go ahead and put Lando on neutral as well. Lando, we need you to cool down
We will want a
that
little
tire.
bit of Lyco.
Confirm.
As well as driving some clean air, my friend.
Confirm.
You are heating up your engine. You also got to realize that this isn't technically our fight. You know what I'm saying? We have the tires to go a lot longer than they do.
Lando will get DRS this lap.
Okay, yeah.
It's just increased Lyco.
Copy.
We need to cool our engines off. Joe has developed an issue. Cool, that doesn't affect us. This does show the pace of the softs, but again, we have 10% better tires than
He has DRS.
everybody who's running softs. So I still technically effectively believe we are still effectively P1 and 2. Because everybody, all those soft runners are going to have to pit again. We could effectively go to lap another 20 laps before I consider pitting again. Because we might pit lap 20. Go to a, because we both have fresh softs. Very well. Could go to lap 20 or lap 40. So we'll see what happens and what takes place.
Oscar, suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Copy.
Alonso mechanical fault. Cool. I don't really care because that doesn't affect our race unless he DNFs and causes a safety car.
Lando has DRS.
Happy to do less LIGO.
Yeah, confirm.
Lift
As
off
they
end of
swap.
straight.
Copy.
Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Copy.
If they swap, whoever's ahead will push.
Currently P2.
Car ahead is Verstappen.
I'm gonna take a small break and go run to the bathroom again. So hopefully nothing
Car
crazy
behind
happens.
is Lando. 0.4.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Let's get back in the rhythm now.
Has DRS.
Okay.
We back. And
Tyre management. Everything's good.
let's just go ahead and push both cars.
Yeah, confirm.
I'm gonna have Oscar
You
though
can start pushing.
push a little harder because he's currently ahead. I want to burn through this fuel because we have way too much fuel. So if Oscar clear Lando, and then once that happens, we'll have Lando clear signs. Excuse me. Yellow flag somewhere. There's a crash. Several cars involved. seen
possible
a
debris.
car. No safety car. Esteban Ocon has damage. No safety, doesn't cause a safety car or anything, so I guess I'm not too worried per se. If Oscar can clear Lando, a second of Lando outside of the DRS zone, then Magnussen has been given a penalty. Penalty causing a collision. Okay. Don't worry. Yeah, Max's tires is pretty worn.
Okay.
How's the time?
Feel okay so far.
Yeah, I thought there was. Oh, here it was. Okay. If 128.36. If we added this medium stint. Okay. This will actually speed up our race a little bit. We'll have Oscar pit lap 35. And then Lando We'll have pit. Lap. Lap 37. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright. That effectively added another pit stop to both of the cars. Depending on where we're at, we might not bring the cars in. Depending on what happens, where we're at, how it's looking, things like that. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. We'll see how we look. Because I know these soft runners are going to have to pit again. I just wish we had a spare set of softs. If we had a spare set of softs, man. 8-4.
He has DRS.
Yeah.
We go longer, use softs. Technically, this gets us out of the race quicker. I'm also trying to get us to burn through fuel because we have way too much fuel in the car. I loaded it in with extra fuel because I wanted to push the entire race. Then I didn't expect the red flag or the VSC to happen, so we conserved fuel there. Yeah, this episode is definitely going to be a lot longer than planned. We're just biding our time before these soft guys pit. They should pit within the next 5 or so laps, I want to say. And Oscar is built up a lot more battery than Lando has. Once we get that battery pack full again, we'll have them use deploy. Because at some point, our hards are going to catch up or start outpacing Max's softs. And we'll start gaining pace on that. Because I still believe effectively
Lando will
we
get
are
DRS
1 and
this
2
lap.
right now. I still believe that. Because, I mean, we technically... We are actually starting to outpace Max Verstappen. We are starting to do that. So, I think we're in a good spot. I think we are. Leclerc has damage. Where's Leclerc at? He's P8. Wonder if he got damaged by Stroll in 7th. That would make sense because Stroll has a knack for damaging other cars. Lando thought about going for the overtake on Oscar. But we need to burn through this fuel. Sainz is right there. I haven't forgot about Sainz, but again, he's on a soft. He's got a pit.
Lando has DRS.
And keeping him at bay like this is forcing him to burn his soft. Lando, that was crazy. Please don't do that again. Please. Please do not do that again. Please, let's not do that again. Yeah? Please? Thank you.
And Lando, how are the tyres?
Yeah, confirm. Tires all good, everything's fine.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's not do what you just did on Oscar again. That was mortifying. Yeah, we're gaining on Max. We'll eventually have a shot to overtake him. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient with it. See, that's fine. That is fine. I don't mind that. We're gonna go ahead and have Oscar
Overtake available.
drain that battery. Bottas is in the pits. Piastri's cleared Lando. So now he's just chasing down Max. A lot of things have happened in this race.
Verstappen has pitted.
Let's go. So it's
That was fastest lap.
Yep. Mega.
This is good so far. Oscar is the car ahead.
Verstappen is in the pits and he's back there. Let's go. What does he pit to? Pits to a hard. Interesting. We technically have the
We want good
space
pace.
for both cars to push on these tires, by the way, as well. And with Lando or Piastri clearing Lando, he will drive in clean air, that engine will start to. So that's good. That's good. We'll be able to increase our pace on these tires. They'll wear a little bit quicker, but also both cars are pitting soon. So
track is low.
Copy.
Alright, go neutral. So Oscar was able to charge up his battery.
Car behind is Lando.
Interesting. I suggest that Lando's using a little bit more battery than he is. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I'm liking this so far.
Okay, Lando, Science has pitted.
We are ready for you.
Copy.
Box this lap.
Not this lap, but next lap. We're actually gonna pit early. Yeah, pit a little bit earlier than the pit window. Push that tire a little bit harder there. Change it to this
We'll
lap.
box this lap.
Copy. Box.
Same with Lando, once his pit entry opens.
Oscar pit left.
Actually, go to that medium. You should still be there.
Box this lap.
Confirm.
Maximum pace.
Confirm.
.77. Oh, he's gonna come out in front of Max. Let's go.
P4, Oscar.
Let's get some heat into that tire.
The car behind you now is Verstappen.
maximum pace.
Push now.
Yep.
I want to get heat into this tire as quickly as possible.
Tyre temperatures look good.
Yep. Copy.
So Oscar, we can look after this tyre.
Copy.
Lando was supposed to pit. Lando didn't pit. Oh no, Lando didn't pit when he was supposed to. Oh, crap.
Has DRS, 1 second.
Might lose him some time.
Verstappen now the car behind. Plenty to play for.
Okay, Lando's in the pits.
Lando pit lane.
Let's go. Good overtake, Oscar.
Lovely stuff.
Good job. Car ahead is Leclerc.
We're currently P5.
Let's get that tire up. Let's go. Good job, Oscar.
Car behind you is Sainz. Gap 1.5. 100% pace.
Yeah, confirm.
I just want to get that tire up to 10. We gotta speed this race up a little bit. I normally don't want to do this, but we do gotta speed this race up a little bit. So, apologize. I normally would not do this, but we do gotta speed this race up a bit.
Careful with the battery.
Okay.
So yeah, normally this wouldn't be the case, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to finish this race in time for what I gotta go do. So Little flags. Norris is cooking his medium. He pitted after.
Debris.
There's a yellow flag now.
Of course it was an Aston Martin. Gasly got that? That's actually crazy. Like, Gasly was given that. It's kind of bold of you, FIA, to give that to Gasly. Let's go ahead, cook this tire. We're nearing the end, so let's just go ahead, cook it. Go ahead, use deploy as well.
Yeah, confirm.
Oscar Piastri wins his first race of the season. Max Verstappen will come across P2. Oh wait, no, we on the final lap. Piastri is coming down around the final corner. He will claim P2 for this race.
Well done, mate.
Or claim P1.
Love
Max
that stuff.
Verstappen
Thank you.
will
Engine
get
off. Wait
P2.
5 seconds and then make sure you go to P0.
And first place goes to Piastri.
So McLaren has won every single race. Lando unfortunately does not continue his
And
winning
you
ways.
can hear just how happy the crowd are for them too. They're on their feet.
Sainz is P3. Lando Norris will come across P4.
It's a checkered flag.
Charles Leclerc,
P4. Well done.
Hey, mate, well done.
P2.
Difficult race, we just didn't have the pace today. Congrats.
Hamilton, then Russell,
Okay,
6
and
and
then normal
7.
procedure.
Then Tsunoda, unless Stroll passes him on the last corner. Will come across P8, Stroll, and then Danny Ricciardo will finish the point scorers for the day. Hulkenberg, Albon, Bottas, Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, will finish out the rest of the race.
Now, wasn't it
Earl
an
of the
excellent showing from
Skyline.
Oscar Piastri?
Won a race in
An
Shanghai.
inspired strategy from the team there. What a well-deserved win that was.
We may see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula One, but it's easy to forget just what it means to the whole team. The man from down under, Oscar Piastri, heads up to our podium.
Piastri win his first
Their
race of the
first win
season.
in Formula One, and hopefully a bright future lies ahead of them.
And that's the podium complete for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Like I said, chat, normally I wouldn't go about it this way. We'd actually watch everything, be able to adjust on the fly. But I'm about to be leaving here in probably about 30 minutes. And I guess still
Now,
gotta
Karun, with that
gotta get
result
ready,
in mind,
so-
what would they be feeling like down at McLaren?
we had to kind
They'll
of
be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here.
push
What a
it
great
a little bit
outcome that
quicker.
is for the team.
So I'll have to remember that in the future. That sprint races
Coming up next,
will
the
make
teams will
the
be taking a
episode
trip to the
10
Sunshine State.
way
Hard Rock
longer
Stadium
than
is laying
it
down the
normally
track
should.
for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.
So I do got to remember that. Because if we finish this is closing in on a 4-hour episode. Which I am fine with 100%. Oscar Piastri is your race winner, Max Verstappen. And then Carlos Sainz runs out your podium. Lando Norris, unfortunately, will not continue his run of winning races. He's won every race, including the Chinese Sprint, up until this point. But at this point, now we can say only McLaren has won races this year. Charles Leclerc in P5, Lewis Hamilton 6th, George Russell 7th, Yuki Tsunoda 8th, Lance Stroll 9th, Danny Ricciardo from P18 all the way up into P10 to score a point for Racing Bulls. Nico Hülkenberg, Alex Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Kevin Magnussen, and Zhou Guanyu all finished the race. Checo Perez was crashed himself out shortly after a red flag restart. Literally the first lap off a red flag restart. Logan Sargent's crash is what caused the red flag. We'll take a look at the Drivers' Championship. Max closes his gap a little bit. He is now 30 points behind Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri overtakes Charles Leclerc as he gets the race win. He gets 32 points on the weekend as well. In the Constructors, we maintain our form of dominance. We are flying away with the Constructors, which I am 100% fine with. 5 wins, 5 podiums, 3 fastest laps, 5 out of 5 races finished. I'm very happy with that. In terms of fastest pit stop, we did not get one in the top 10, which is not that good. Remember, this championship still matters as well because this is extra money at the end of the season. Yuki Tsunoda and Racing Bulls get P1 today with a 2.4 second pit stop. Max Verstappen had a 2.43. A 2.45 for George Russell gets him the pit stop podium. Pierre Gasly with the 2.458. Danny Rick with the 2.47. Aston Martin with the 2.479. Charles Leclerc with the 2.52. Valtteri Bottas with a 2.58, Zhou with a 2.59, and Nico Hülkenberg with a 2.6. That is your point scores for the fastest pit stops. With that actually puts Racing Bulls ahead of us for that. So this is less money we are getting at the end of the season. So we need next race we need to get this back. We had a 2.77 and a 2.75. We were just under 0.3 or just over 0.3 off the best. With that being said, both drivers get their contracted bonus money and our race target money. So I'll take that. We get $6,000 from this race today. And our underfloor, MCL 24 underfloor is completed. Lando Norris goes from an 88 to an 89. Our Tour Center is fully maxed out, I believe, at this point. Suspension, some side pods done. Yes, so our Tour Center is completely done. Next, what I believe should be our next focus is the racing sim. Yes, I probably should focus on the everything that develops our car, but driver development as well is going to be important. So we're going to go ahead and start working on this. This is going to take just under a month to do. We're doing 2 upgrades at a time. This is why there should be, yep, these are all of our affiliate drivers. And we have 2 female drivers because our goal is to hopefully at some point get a female into F1. We got Bianca Bustamante, who raced for McLaren in F1 Academy. Abby Poling, she was sitting there, so I had to take it. Honestly, because Dorian Pan is not in the game, Abby Poling, I wanted to try to get into F1. Because I think it would just be cool to have be the team to have the first female in F1. According to Google, there is no end to this. So this series can go on forever. So we got to genuinely think about the long run. Next episode, I will 100% start to look at what we got. We got to obviously change some parts on the car. But with that being said, it's been a long 3.5 hours episode. I literally started this at the end of FP2, and we actually had to speed it up because I needed to end a little bit earlier. With that being said, I appreciate you guys so much watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This will be set to post immediately, or started uploading immediately. The first episode of the Cadillac Career on my YouTube channel, it's just my name, is processing, or actually processing for HD. So it's already up, it's just not in HD yet. So if you give it a little bit more time, you'll be able to view it in HD. With that being said, I appreciate you guys so much watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. God bless, and peace.